Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is JJ and I am a writer, a reader, a book enthusiast, and a word enthusiast. And a while back I started doing a series on my channel called Poetry React. And if this is the first time you've ever seen me do one of those, a little bit about that series is just that I pick a poem at random from this book of poetry, which also, can we just talk about how pretty this is? I read it out loud and then I respond to it in real time. So I'll give you my thoughts, my feelings, what it makes me think about. I started this series because I really wanted to start paying attention to the way that poetry uses words and the way that poets communicate their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So that's the goal. That's what we're doing today. Without further ado, let's pick a poem. Okay, this one is called Uphill by Christina Georgina Rossetti. Does the road wind uphill all the way? Yes, to the very end. Will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn till night, my friend. But is there, for the night, a resting place? A roof for when the slow dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that inn. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? Those who have gone before. Then must I knock or call when just in sight? They will not keep you standing at that door. Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all who seek? Yea, beds for all who come. That's a very comforting poem. A long journey up a hill. It's long and hard and difficult. I mean, I grew up walking in the Colorado mountains and all of the surrounding areas, so there's not really a place where I can walk that is flat. But anyone who has ever trudged uphill, you know how hard it is to continue pressing on in that path. I still remember the first time I ever tried to hike a 14er, which, if you're not from Colorado, that's just a mountain that is over 14,000 feet tall. We call them 14ers. And I couldn't make it past tree line because I hadn't been training for this thing, and also I was dehydrated, and also I was a high schooler who didn't know what she was doing. But all of that said, it was extremely difficult to hike up. The whole hike, you're going up. If you're hiking a mountain in Colorado, the whole hike, you're going up. And so this is an interesting type of call and response poem, where you have somebody who's asking a question and somebody who's answering that very question. And it's not usually the answer you want, but it is the answer you get nonetheless. And I think that's super interesting, but it is also super comforting to have all of these questions of, will this be hard the whole way, right? Will this journey take the whole day? Is there a good place to rest when I get there? Can I actually finally rest and recover? What if I can't find it? Are you sure I'll be able to find it? Will I meet other people on the way? Will I be alone this whole time? I mean, these are all very human fears. And to have the answer be, yes, it's going to be hard the whole way. And yes, it will take you a long time. But yes, you will find shelter, and yes, you will find your way to where you're going. And yes, you will find other people who have gone this path before you. And yes, you will be let in when you get there. That's all comforting, because those are all answers to the fears that we all face. And I think especially the last stanza of, shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak, right? So when I am weak, when I'm tired, when I'm that tired of the travel and the weariness has gotten to me, will I find the comfort that I'm looking for? And to have the answer be, for the work you have done, you will find the results of your labor, the fruit of your labor. And then the other final question of, will there be space for everybody who walks this road? And that answer also being yes, there will. I think that's super interesting. I think especially as a writer who is surrounded by other writers, right? Like, I am working in the publishing industry. I'm engaging with the writing community on Twitter. I'm engaged with them online. I am constantly in the business of talking with other writers. And so to be on this path of pursuing publication and to be consistently pushing towards something, while also accompanying those and advising those and assisting those who are either slightly on the path ahead of me or have accomplished the dreams that I have for myself, to be constantly in a position where I am impacting and being impacted by all of those people. I mean, that's the sort of thing that if you pursue your dreams, you will automatically end up finding yourself in the same spaces as those who have accomplished your dreams, because that's how you get anywhere in life. If you want to be a businessman, you have to talk to business people, right? The same thing goes for if you want to be a writer, you have to talk with writers. If you want to be an author, you have to talk with authors, and you have to befriend and be surrounded by those people who are all accomplishing the same goals that you have for yourself. Because the types of people you surround yourself with are the types of people that you will become. That's true of friendships, that's true of family, that's true of different dynamics in relationship. And it's part of what makes relationships so difficult. But all that to say, I found this to be a very comforting poem. Of, yes, there's space for everyone who is pursuing and on this path. Yes, everyone will find what they're looking for eventually. The journey will be hard, it will be long, but in the end it will be worth it. Yeah. So there's the poetry react for today. Do you agree with my assessment of this poem? What about this poem impacted you the most? I would love to hear that. You can go ahead and put that in the comments. And until next time, I will see you then. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can follow me and find me everywhere else on all of the other social media at the same handle, author JJ Hanna. Make sure to also check out some of the merch that I've created, and I'm so glad that you're here. Nobody can do this walk alone, and so I'm glad to have you guys as my walking buddies. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.